What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Guys, we are here with Miss Caitlin Amanda here with 10 Reasons to Love Australia. Somebody sent me this through the Discord. Appreciate it. Always enjoy her videos. And I know she do reactions as well. She always comment on my video. I appreciate that. I do got some other videos too, kind of explaining some differences here in America. Caitlin, if you want to check them out, that's just me. Me and my boy Dream Team Neil, we tried some Australian candy. If you want to check that out, it might be a little too long though. I don't know. It's a little too long, but some good stuff, some very good stuff. But we finna check out these reasons to love Australia. Y'all make sure y'all can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. I got the Patreon if you would like to see my movie, TV show reactions and different things like that. But 10 reasons to love Australia. Let's see.
G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Caitlin and I'm an American living in beautiful Sydney, Australia. I've lived in Australia for over a year now. I'm even married to an Australian. I've met dozens and dozens and dozens of Aussies in all walks of life over here. And there are some things I absolutely love about Australians. The people here are incredible. So many of them are friendly, just overall sweet, thoughtful people. But today I want to share a list with you guys, 10 things I love about Australians. So grab a bicky, grab a cuppa, and let's get into this video. The first thing is that Aussies are so laid back. Yep. They are very, very chill. They're not uptight for the most part. They don't take things too seriously. They don't take life too seriously. She'll be right is this motto that so many Aussies seem to live by. They don't let everything around them worry them. Aussies don't really get bothered. They don't get flustered very easily. They don't take themselves seriously. They don't take you too seriously. They don't take life too seriously. They're very laid back, and that makes them so much more approachable, so much more fun to be around. So
I feel like that's how I became more as I got older and just realizing, it's just understanding life and just chilling. I like to be chilling, you know what I'm saying?
Just how chill and laid back Australians are. The second thing is that they are irreverent. They don't worship their politicians and celebrities like a lot of Americans do. In fact, they take the piss out of their politicians all the time, even politicians from parties that they follow. You're not going to find a lot of Aussies who really hero worship politicians over here. When it comes to politics, you're not going to find those crazy fan bases. Yeah, you'll find people on both extremes of the spectrum, but there aren't nearly as many of them. And you're not going to find that many Aussies who actually hero worship politicians here. Same thing with celebrities. Aussies do get proud.
Yeah, I feel like, me personally, this in my life is like, I've always seen the elections, who's running for president. I didn't see people like go crazy with like flags and stuff until Trump got into office. I was confused because I'm like, when did people start having flags of the president? Who does? I don't remember seeing George Bush. I don't remember seeing George Bush flags. I don't remember seeing Obama flags. I'm sure they were, but they wasn't popping like the Trump flag was popping out. Then celebrities. Somebody asked us that question too. Why do Americans worship? I feel like it's certain people, because I'll be like, why are people bothered with these people's life? Like, these people do not, they're trying to get money out here. One thing, the Kardashians, my wife was watching their show one time, and I'm just thinking, like, how can you watch this? Like, they're not even doing nothing. They're just out spending money. That's it.
When there are Aussie celebrities. Same thing with celebrities. Aussies do get proud when there are Aussie celebrities out there. Actors like Margot Robbie and the Hemsworth brothers are really popular Australian sports athletes, but they're not so much hero worshipping them. It's more that they're proud of the fact that an Aussie has made it. It's very tough for Australians to break into international media and international sports and international music. So when Aussie celebrities and athletes make it overseas, they're proud of them because it's more like it puts Australia back on the map. They're not hero worshipping them. They're more just proud of the fact that they're representing their home country somewhere. Number 3.
I think the first basketball player I knew, was her name Lauren Jackson? This one, I was young. I like basketball, so we all needed that. Me and my friends, we needed that one WNBA player. I like Lauren Jackson. I think that's her name. I think she played with Seattle. She was good. She was good. Then we had Patty Mills, but Lauren Jackson for sure. Lauren Jackson was good.
And
I
this
like
is
Lauren
probably what got me, and one of the biggest reasons why I married Mark. Aussies have an amazing sense of humor. I have not spent a single day since I met Mark where I was not laughing. Aussies have a great sense of humor. They can make a joke. They're sarcastic, they're dry, they're witty. They're funny people to be around. And if you're not laughing when you're in a conversation with an Aussie, check your humor
On everything.
meter thing, because it's probably broken. Ties in with their laid-back attitude and their irreverence. They don't take themselves seriously. They're not going to take it seriously if they make jokes about you, about themselves. They take the piss out of everybody here. So be prepared if you're meeting an Aussie and they get comfortable with you. They're probably going to crack a couple jokes about you. It's not meant to be offensive. It's really just taking the piss. It's kind of a way of Aussies showing that they're actually friends with you, as if they make fun of you a little bit.
Got to.
Aussies have a great sense of humor. They're always cracking jokes. They don't take things seriously. That's just one of the things that I love about Australians. And number 4 is that Australians are diverse. It's not the white, blonde hair, blue eyes stereotypes that a lot of people think of, maybe back from like the 1950s and 60s. Australia's become such a diverse country, especially in the 21st century. And that's part of the beauty of Australia, is if you come to Australia as an immigrant, as long as you embrace Australian values and culture and try to assimilate and appreciate what Australia has to offer, Aussies will, for the most part, welcome you with open arms here.
That's a good thing.
I still celebrate my American holidays. I still celebrate the 4th of July and Thanksgiving, and I think of Memorial Day and whatnot. I still celebrate Halloween a little bit, and it's becoming slightly more of a thing in Australia. It's still considered a typically American holiday, even though its roots are actually based in Europe. But I still celebrate my American culture here, and I'm still embraced by Aussies because I also celebrate Australian culture coming over here.
Yes, because I didn't miss Australia. I missed doing a video for Australia Day, but I seen it was Australia Day on the 26th. So I was like, hey, it's Australia Day. But I think around that time I ended up getting sick. So, but I did remember Australia Day. I didn't see the celebration, but I did know it was Australia Day. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty cool. She's still able to celebrate American holidays. Some of the holidays, especially that, I don't know. I think some of the holidays are getting a little washed up though, like Halloween. This type of they're getting a little washed up. It's not the same anymore to me. I don't know.
Aussies understand that people aren't just going to give up their entire old culture when they move over here. And as long as you embrace Aussie culture, try to assimilate and just respect Australian traditions and values, you're going to be welcomed with open arms by Aussies. People sort of stick their nose up at diversity these days, but I think a lot of that comes down to people who aren't willing to assimilate, who come here and expect it to be the exact same as their home country and don't respect the Australian traditions and cultures and values over here. As long as you respect those, Aussies will welcome you. If you come to Australia and expect it to be exactly like your home country, that's incredibly disrespectful to embrace this new culture. So if that's the case, don't bother coming over. But Australia is diverse, and Australians are proud to be diverse for the most part. What's frustrating is people who come over and expect it to be the same as their old country or undermine the values that Aussies have.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. I noticed that Philadelphia, let me point that way. I noticed that Philadelphia Eagle, Caitlin, y'all might be Super Bowl champs. I'm going for the Eagles. I like Jalen Hurts. I know that had nothing to do with diversity, but I was like, yeah, we do gotta respect it. But I know the Super Bowl coming up, and I know you're gonna be. That's an American thing to celebrate the Super Bowl, even though the Super Bowl is just against American versus American. You know what I'm saying? But I got the Eagles winning.
The next thing is that Aussies aren't materialistic. They really do appreciate the simple things. I know so few Aussies who care about designer labels and spending the most money at Christmas and spoiling their kids rotten with toys around the holidays and birthdays. I feel like Aussies seem to appreciate experiences more than they appreciate things.
I like that.
I think that's one of the reasons why camping is such a popular hobby over here. A lot of people go on holiday and spend long weekends going camping instead of flying out to resorts or going to the beach and spending an entire weekend in a hotel. Aussies here are so much more simple, and I don't mean that in a negative way at all. They just appreciate the
Yeah,
simple things. They
simple things
appreciate
of life.
time more than money. Appreciate making memories instead of
Yeah,
bringing home souvenirs. Aussies know how to appreciate the simple things in life, and that's one of the things that I've learned and adopted since coming over here is just learning to appreciate the smaller, simpler things.
got to.
Overall, Aussies are less materialistic, and that's one of the things I love about Australians. Now, Aussies are tough. I mean, they are resilient. They can be stubborn. They are fighters. They're go-getters. They're adventurers. They're survivors. Aussies just have this tough, bunker down and get her done
Yeah.
attitude that I so appreciate. Don't whinge.
Feel like
They
you
don't
got
like
to.
whinging. They don't like being around people who are complaining. It's either do
Yes.
something about it or stop complaining. On top of that, Aussies are fighters at heart. They don't give up. They don't just roll over when something bad
That's a
happens.
good thing.
They try to find a solution. They try to find a way out of it. They'll go to their mates. They'll go to neighbors or something if they need help. Aussies don't just roll over and give up. They're not soft. They're really tough people at heart. And given how new the country of Australia is, how a lot of people came over either on convict ships or as free people, however they came over, they started from the ground up building these cities, building these towns over here. And obviously, Aboriginals, Torres Strait Islanders, they lived here for tens of thousands of years before Europeans even came over to Australia. There is this tough, resilient
Yeah.
nature in Australians that is so admirable. And one of the things I absolutely love about Australians. This
I just watched it was like the video of the 80-year anniversary of the bombing in Darwin. And that right there let me know how tough Aussies are. There was a couple of guys. There was one guy, he got out there straight out the shower when they were getting attacked and went to protect their land. Like that's true heart, true dedication right there. Like my guy out there butt naked with a rifle, like protecting that. Like you gotta be tough. I feel in life you do gotta be tough. Uh, I don't. Maybe it's the generation of kids these days. Most people just want the easy way out, and it's like, you gotta work for things. Me personally, that's how I know. Like, if you gonna complain, why do it? If you just gonna complain, find something that you wouldn't complain about and do it. But Aussies are really tough. Like that's different. Like,
This one's pretty well known, but Australians are also very sporty. They love sports. They follow teams. They follow athletes. They watch the Olympics when it comes up. Whatever your sport is, whether it's footy, whether it's swimming, or MotoGP, whatever it is,
MotoGP?
Aussies love their sports. They sign their kids up at a young age for it. People will join footy clubs and cricket clubs and soccer clubs. Not only do Aussies appreciate the outdoors and being active, but they appreciate sports in general. They
love
appreciate the
sports.
camaraderie that comes behind it. They appreciate the competition, the competitiveness in it. Australia is such a sports-loving country, and when you're around people with that energy, that attitude, even if you're talking about sport where you have no idea what's going on, it is so exciting to see. You feel the energy, you feel the excitement, and even though I know a little bit about NRL, I've never seen an AFL game, I know next to nothing about cricket. It is so exciting being around Aussies who are, because the energy that radiates off them is absolutely
that sport love
infectious.
different.
And so many Aussies are more than happy to sit down with you and try to explain the sport to you if you have no idea what's going on. I love just how sporty Aussies are.
I can't say. I think last year was the first year I've learned about the AFL, and I'm ready for the season. Like I understand it. I actually bought the AFL game. I think it's AFL Evolution or something like that on my PS5, but I didn't know how to play it, and it definitely different than what I see. But I learned how to play it. The beginning, I bought it because I'm like, let me try and see if I can understand it if I played it. But I understand it now. I stopped playing it because people were like, man, don't get that game. It sucks. And I was like, man, it could be better. You know what I'm saying? I play video games. I'm like, it could be better.
On top of that, Aussies are friendly. They're very friendly people. They are the masters of small talk with a stranger. Whether you're waiting for a drink at the pub, whether you're waiting at the bus stop for a bus, they have no problem having a little bit of a chit chat with somebody they barely know. Even some more introverted Aussies are pretty quick to engage in small talk with a stranger. On top of that, they're very friendly and helpful people. I don't think I will ever forget when I was in Perth, a couple days in Australia. I had money, I had coins, and of course, these coins are new to me. I had no idea that gold was $1 and $2, that change was silver yet. I am brand new to this country, and I'm trying to buy a bottle of water in a little shop. And I pull out a handful of coins, I'm looking at it, I'm looking at the numbers, trying to figure out what coins are what.
Yeah.
The cashier looks over and is like, love, it's the 2 little gold ones right there. Okay, that's all I needed to know, $2. And I will never forget that. Aussies are just friendly. They're willing to help out. They're not going to sit there and make fun of you. They're not going to make you feel like an idiot. Aussies will welcome you with open arms. They will have no problem talking to you, learning more about you, trying to tell you a little bit more about them, especially if they've had a few drinks. Aussies just have this friendly, warm, outgoing nature, and that's one of the things I absolutely love about Australians. Along with that, Aussies are loyal.
Oh, you definitely gotta be loyal.
Once you make friends with an Aussie, you have a friend for life. Aussies are so quick to help out friends in need as well. I remember when Mark had his surgery, and he had surgery on both arms. He was struggling a lot, but he needed to move and called up a few mates, and suddenly they were helping him move his entire house basically around the corner. Aussies pitch in. They will help out somebody in need without question, without hesitation. Like I said, once you make friends with an Aussie, you guys are friends for life. And on top of that, it extends to people's partners as well. I know if, God forbid, anything ever happened to my partner, his friends would be there to help out in a second. I would have no problem reaching out to his friends or family for help, even though he was really the one who was friends with them. That's just the Aussie ways, the Aussie nature of things, to be loyal, to help out. And same thing goes with them and their partners. If their partners needed help and it was something I could do, you pitch in, you do what you can, you help out.
That's a great friend, because it's loyalty. It's very small these days. It's hard to find those friends to the end. But you know, shout out to my guy Dream Team Neil, man. That's my guy to the end. But come to find out, we were friends. Then at middle school, we found out we were cousins. So we family regardless.
Aussies are just loyal in that sense, and it's one of the things I so appreciate, because I know so many Americans who it's not necessarily that way at all. They might be loyal friends, but it's also a bit of a tit for tat situation. If I do something for you, are you going to do something for me down the line? If I do this favor for you, am I going to be able to call in a favor later on? It's not that way with Aussies. With them, it's really just a matter of, if you need something, we'll help you out, we'll get it done. Obviously, people don't want to be taken advantage of, and they will remember that. And once you lose an Aussie's friendship, that's it, you're done. You're never getting it again.
Dang.
Aussies are a loyal bunch, and it's one of the things I truly appreciate about Australians. And number 10 is they're very casual. They are such casual, tying into the first one, laid back and easygoing people. But I mean casual completely. I'm probably going to get comments on this video with somebody saying that I probably shouldn't be wearing red lipstick, and I'm wearing too much makeup, and I'm wearing too much jewelry. But I feel like a lot of Aussies are like that in general. It's more of a less is more attitude when it comes to how you look. You don't need to be dressed up all the time. You don't need to wear heels and dresses going into an office. Maybe in certain professions.
I'm glad she said that, because your boy, I definitely will wear some sweatpants. And y'all see I got a hoodie on right now. That's just me. Like, I used to wear suits and stuff a lot of times, and I'm like, man, these things are getting a little tighter, or I'm getting a little bigger. I don't know what it is. I just like to be comfortable. If I could go to work and all that just in my sweats or some shorts, some slides or some flip-flops or something, I'll do it. I like to be comfortable.
I do, but I work with people who come in jeans and Converse and absolutely no makeup. I've just gotten to the point, like I've gone into the office maybe 7-8 times since I started working there, and I've only just gotten to the point where I feel comfortable going into the CBD without makeup. That was something I would have never done back in the States. You're expected to look a certain way, to present yourself a certain way, whereas here, people expect you to be casual. If you're too covered in makeup, if you're too professional and uptight looking, it seems like that's when people aren't going to take you seriously here. A lot of Aussies want you to be relatable. They want to relate to you. They don't want to feel like you're too uptight or stuck up. Australians are very casual. I mean, we're talking about a country where people can go into the servo without even wearing thongs. So very, very casual, laid back place. Aussies take that very casual approach too. It's one thing if you look like an absolute slob, but I mean, if you're just wearing jeans and a singlet, people aren't really going to care unless you're like walking into a wedding or something. Average everyday life, you're not expected to go above and beyond. You're not expected to wear makeup every day. You're not expected to wear heels in an office. These have this very casual look about them, and it's something I so greatly appreciate because I feel like it's so much more relatable, it's so much more realistic, it's so much more down to earth. And it seems like people aren't trying to hide their flaws as much here. If anything, they're just trying to embrace whatever natural beauty and assets they have. So that's it for this video, you guys. 10 things I absolutely love about Australians. Did anything on this list surprise you? Is there anything to this list that you would add? Let me know in the comments down below. If you guys like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really, really does help support me and help support this channel. I really appreciate your support, you guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.
This was good. This was good. Yeah, this is why I love Australia. I can't wait to visit. You know, it's in my plans. It's my goals. Definitely gonna come with this good weather. I know it's good weather now, but the funds are looking a little funny right now. But yeah, this was good, and I feel like these would be reasons I would love Australia as well. Can't wait to see the beauty. You know, I said in one of my videos that I did earlier, I was like, you know, when people see America, they see it on the TV screens and stuff, and like, oh my God, you know, it looked like a fairy tale. Then you get here, like, it just depends where you go. So hopefully when I go to Australia, I really be like, wow, it's just like the YouTube videos type thing, which I believe it would be if I go at a good time, you know, with the weather is great and all those things. But that's my goal. Appreciate Miss Caitlin. This was real good. Definitely gonna leave a like on this video, so y'all make sure y'all do as well. Also, I see, like I said, she got the Philadelphia Eagle hat back there. I think those boys are gonna win. I think they're gonna win. You know, that's just me. Didn't mean to mention that in the video, but you were talking about, you know, we were talking about sports. We were talking so. But I enjoyed this. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, Twitter. I do got the Patreon. I do got a PO box now. Different things like that. I always got to give a shout out to my Patreons. I appreciate you guys. But guys, that's all I have. Y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.